Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio, Wargamers. This is David, that's Michael, and today we're going to be playing Age of Sigmar. Michael, what armies did we bring today?
Today we're bringing the Stormcast Eternals versus David's Ossiarch Bonereapers. It's going to be an exciting day. We have new cameras, new maps, new audios, and we are ready to get going.
Also, we've got some of the new rules for the Ossiarch Bonereapers, which is really exciting. So we're going to get to kind of see if they're any better on the battlefield today. And even if they're not, it's still fun to have a handful of new rules. So we want to let everybody know, thank you so much for following this channel. We appreciate every single one of you. If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. And let's go ahead and take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so this is my Bonereapers army that I'm taking today. The sub-faction I'm going to take is Petrifex Elite. I will be ignoring 1 point of rend army-wide, which is really good. Let's take a look at my general. My general right here is the Liege Carthalos. He's going to have Mighty Archaeocian, so he'll have 2 extra wounds, and he is going to have the Godbone armor, so he's going to shrug the first damage that he takes in every phase. Right next to him is a little Mortesian Soul Mason. He's got his own spell called Soul Guide, reroll 1s to hit, really good. He can cast it multiple times using an ability, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And the other spell he's going to know is Empower Nadirite Weapons. Let's go on over to my monster. I have one monster, Gothazar Harvester, helps res units, does pretty good damage, and just an all-around good thing to add to your army, especially when you're running a lot of Mortet Guard. On over here, we've got a flock of Morghasts. They are the Harbingers, so they charge 3d6, and they have pretty strong halberd attacks, so hopefully I'll get to actually punch some of those through in this game. Let's go back over here, just behind my heroes. I've got 2 units of Necropolis Stalkers. They have 4 different ways they can fight. They're pretty chunky, they do a lot of damage, and they're just really cool looking models, so I've included 2 units. And then over here, I've got, in the back, 10-man unit of Mortet Guard, 20-man unit of Mortet Guard, and another 20-man unit of Mortet Guard. So there you have it. That is my Bonereaper army, Petrifex Elite. Let's take a look at Michael's army.
All right, guys, this is my Stormcast Eternals army. Today, I'll be taking the sub-faction Hammers of Sigmar. It's a pretty cool faction. It allows everybody to get a 6-up ward while they're within 12 inches of an objective. So let's take a look at some of the heroes that we're bringing today. First off, I'm bringing this bad man himself. I'm bringing Lord Commander Bastion. He's got that big damage 4 hammer. Hanging out behind him, I'm taking a named character, Vandus Hammerhand. He's pretty cool. I have the Lord Imperatant hanging out over here. He's going to be my general today. He knows the Master of Magic, and he has the relic, the Arcane Tome. Hanging out in the back here, we have the Lord Relictor. Everybody knows this guy. He has the translocation chant, so on a 2-up, we're just going to translocate a unit across the board. I have 1 unit of Praetors. I have 2 units of 5 Vindictors. In front of them, I have some Annihilators with their Meteoric Grand Hammers. And then on the other side, we have 2 units of Sequitors, 3 of the Great Maces, and then 2 of the Little Maces, and then we have Annihilators with the Shields. So there you have it. That is my Stormcast Eternals list. So let's see if we can go smash some skeletons. All right, David, what mission are we playing today?
Today we're going to play Power in Numbers. So this is a 6-objective battle. There's 3 objectives on each side. 11 inches from the table edge. In this one, the special thing is called the Backbone of Success. If there are any battle line units within 6, then only they can control the objective. So battle lines reign supreme in this battle. Now, you're going to score 2 victory points if you have completed the battle tactic that you picked in that turn. Starting from the 2nd battle round, and at the end of each of your turns, you can destroy 1 or more objectives you control in order to score the following victory points. If you have controlled it for 1 turn, you get 2. If you control it for 2, you get 4. And if you control it for the whole battle, you get 8. Now this is starting from the 2nd battle round, so nothing happens aside from battle tactics until the 2nd battle round. So this is a really fun one. This is good because it gives me a tiny little bit of an edge because my battle line are very staunch. So I don't necessarily have to come right at Michael. He's gonna beat me in a board control fight, and he's also gonna beat me in a hand-to-hand fight unless I am very surgical with my attacks. So this is a really good battle plan for us. So let's go ahead and talk about my deploy. Right over here, I've got 20 Mortek Guard chilling on the table edge, and I've got a unit of Necropolis Stalkers getting ready to counter-strike for them. Over here, I have 10 Mortek Guard strung out on the objective, 3 Necropolis Stalkers ready for counter-strike, my caster, my general, 4 Morghasts over here getting ready for a counter-strike, Gothazar Harvester, and 20 more Mortek Guard.
Nice, yeah.
So that's my deploy.
The Harvester and the Mortek Guard are always really hard to take down, and that's really scary with all of those Morghasts hanging out behind them.
Yeah, this is definitely my heavy flank, but I made sure to leave some things over here too. So let's go ahead and take a look at yours. All right, what's going on over here? Well, first of all, what's going on over here?
So this is all in Deep Strike. So we have Meteor, Grand Hammers, and the Annihilators, and we have some Vindictors that are going to come down with the Guided by Lightning from the Lord Imperator.
Perfect.
I have the Relictor, the Imperator, and some Sequitors. They're all bunched up together here to get my Ferocious Advance, turn 1. I have Vandus Hammerhand hanging out with some Sequitors. I have my midfield bullies of Bastion and his Praetors.
Beautiful.
And then over here, I just need to get these guys on the point and cap that point. Like I said, like David said, I'm not really worried about him coming all the way over the board at me, so I just need to get these guys on here and score.
The good thing here is you're going to need to hold some objectives with some of your army, which is going to thin out your army just a little bit, which is important for me, and I can just kind of stand and be tanky, which is what's great for the Bonereapers. So let's go ahead and get into this. We'll talk about who's got first turn, and we'll get started with battle round 1.
Welcome back, Wargamers. Here we are at the top of round 1. Now, I am a 2-drop. David is also a 2-drop. I won the roll-off, so I'm going to be electing to make him go first, and I'm going to be fishing for that first double turn. So at this point, you've seen the list, you've seen the mission, you've seen the table, and you know who's going first. So let us know who you're rooting for, who do you think is going to win this match. Write it down in the comments down below.
You betcha. We love to hear from every single one of you, and please do comment what you like about the armies, what kind of armies you play, and what you'd like to see in future videos. So let's go ahead and get started with my turn. The first thing I'm going to do is generate Relentless Discipline points. I get 3 for my heroes because one of them is a liege. I get 2 for going first and having my general on the battlefield, so I'm at 5, and then I'm going to roll 9 dice, and each 6 that comes out is an additional 1. So I'm going to have 5 total. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a heroic action. My heroic action is going to be used by my general. It is a new Bone Reaper heroic action. Each phase for my whole turn, if I use a Relentless Discipline point with him, it's free. So that's what I'm going to do. My battle tactic is going to be Savage Spearhead.
Okay.
No, Aggressive Expansion.
That makes more sense.
Savage Spearhead is impossible.
Yeah, I was like,
Aggressive Expansion. Yeah, I'll do Aggressive Expansion. That's super easy. I don't need to move. And
where's your Soul Mason?
right there.
I don't see him. Oh, he's right there.
Yeah.
He's sort of like right in the center.
Super far away. I actually think that I'm going to run 3 units instead. Let's do Ferocious Advance, because I can get Savage Spearhead whenever I want. I mean Aggressive Expansion whenever I want.
I'm going to try and get a command point with, let's say with Vandus.
Okay.
Sure.
Vandus gets it. Beautiful. You have 1,000 command points.
I do.
Cool. So let's get into some casting. First thing I'm going to do is cast Mystic Shield on the 10-man of skeletons right there. And that fails. And then I'm going to cast Empower Weapons on these guys.
Okay.
Actually, let's cast the Empower Weapons over here on the soft flank.
Oh, that's such a better idea.
That is 11.
I'm too far away to do any on
Okay, so that goes off. On a 2-up, I can cast Soul Guide.
Nope.
I can.
Yeah, he gets
and
it.
I'm going to cast Soul Guide on these guys right here to reroll their 1s.
Okay.
Actually, let's do that on these guys.
Yeah, that's good.
That goes off.
Okay.
Okay, so they have Soul Guide and they have Exploding 5s.
Yeah, so either I go into the juiced up one or I go into the one that are right in front of the Stalker.
Or you go right into the middle. You could do that too.
can,
The Bone Tithe Nexus is going to pick your Vindictors and on a 2-up do a mortal wound to you because you are within 36.
Sure.
No. That's the end of my hero phase. So we're gonna go ahead and get into some movement and we'll show you what we did.
All right, David, you've finished your movement phase. Walk us through what you got going on down here.
Okay, the first thing I did is I moved that 20 man of skeletons up just to continue holding the point, get a couple inches forward, but still try to make sure that I'm protecting for your deep strike ability. I have the unit of Necropolis Stalkers standing behind that unit of Mortet Guard. And then in the center, I've got 10 Mortet Guard with the 3 Necropolis Stalkers and the General behind. Mortesian Soul Mason hiding behind the Necropolis Stalkers, out of range of your unbinds. And then over here, I did a ferocious advance with these 3 units. They're all within 3 inches of each other. So I will complete my battle tactic, and I'm standing on all my objectives. Now, we're not gonna get any points on objectives until later on in the game, so this is just a simple score on my battle tactic, and that's gonna be the end of my turn.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to the hero cam and we're gonna score it up.
All right, Wargamers, we're back after my really interesting turn 1 with the Bonereapers. I basically just moved my whole army forward a couple inches and got some buffs up, and that was about it. So at the end of my turn, I'm going to get 2 points for completing my battle tactic, and we will not start getting points on objectives until the start of battle round 2. So let's go ahead and get into the bottom of battle round 1 with Michael's army. Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tactic?
I'm going to ferociously advance. That's going to be the Relictor, the Lord Imperator, and the Sequitors. They're already set up to do that.
Beautiful. I am going to, once again, use my general, his heroic ability to use a relentless discipline point in each phase for free.
Okay. For my heroic action, I will try to get, let's try and get another command point with Vandus Hammerhand. Yep.
Beautiful. I am going to get 1 extra relentless discipline point. I didn't use any last time, so I have 6 now, and then I'm going to roll 9 dice, and each 6 up, I get another one. So 6 plus 1 more. So I have 7 for the turn.
I'll take those dice. So I'm going to do Lightning Fingers.
Okay.
From Vandus Hammerhand, not Vandus, from Bastion. So he calls down the lightning. 10 wounds on the guy. So we got 10 dice. 6s are mortals. So, boop. 2 mortals to use her.
2 mortal wounds. I've got a 6 up to ignore. I ignore 1, I take 1.
All right. Let's do a little bit of casting. My Lord Imperator back here is going to do Mystic Shield. He's just going to throw it on these Sequitors who are standing on the point.
Okay.
And then that goes off.
Okay, beautiful. They have Mystic Shield.
Mm-hmm. And then my Imperator knows Translocate.
Your Relictor.
That's what I meant. My Relictor
yes, the
knows
Relictor, yes.
Translocate.
The Priest.
But I don't think there's anything juicy at this time to translocate, so I think he's just gonna not do anything.
Okay.
So that is the end of my hero phase. We're gonna get into movement, and then we're gonna be right back.
Bring on the storm, I'm ready. All right, we'll be right back. All right, Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about what you did.
So I have mirrored David, and I have moved my whole army up, and have also done very little. So these Vindictors have moved up on the point, or moved off the point a little bit, and they're moving forward. Bastion moved in advanced. I auto-advanced the Praetor so that they can keep up with him. Over here, the Sequitors have moved in advanced. Vandus didn't advance, he just stayed with the Sequitors, trying to move as a group here. And these guys all moved and ferociously advanced, so battle tactic complete. Now you will notice all of my reserves are still in reserve. David screened really well, and he didn't really present any good targets. So I decided to hold my reserve so that I can try and bring more of my army to bear at one time. I don't think the Meteoric Ram Hammers are actually going to delete one whole unit of Mortet Guard in a go. So I need to really focus a unit down before I start moving in. So that's my turn. We're gonna go to the hero camera, score it up, and then we're gonna do the roll off for battle round 2.
All right, everybody, we're back from Michael's turn. It was pretty boring. In this battle plan, it's gonna be boring for a couple battle rounds until stuff gets real, if you know what I mean. So how many points did you score?
2 points, ferociously advanced, battle tactic complete, and that's it. now it's time to fish for the double turn.
All right, excellent. So Michael's going to try to get a double turn, and I am going to try to give him the turn if I win the roll-off. Just kidding. I might take it. I don't know. Okay.
So you went first, you break ties. 4. 4's really good. 2.
Okay, we're going to have a little think about what we're going to do, and we'll be right back to show you what we did.
All right, Wargamers, we had a nice think about it, and David has decided. David, what have you decided? Are you going first or are you going second?
I am going to go first. And the reason why is because if I go second, then you could potentially remove an objective in the third round.
Right, and you're very slow and don't have a lot of way to come across.
I don't want to give you a double turn. If I give you a double turn now, it's the best time to do it in the third battle round, I mean, because I'll get to remove one of your objectives.
Right.
If you get to remove one of my objectives, I'm kind of in trouble. So that's kind of my thought process there. So for my battle tactic, I am going to do Monster's Takeover, because I'm already standing on an objective. And my monster might not be around forever, so I might as well go ahead and do that now. For my heroic action, I am going to empower my general every time. In each phase, he uses a relentless discipline point. It's free. And actually, you know what? Let's do the other one with the caster. The first spell that I cast cannot be unbound. Never mind, you're not within unbind range.
Yeah, but I can turn Bastion into a wizard. And
Sure.
then I could do it.
I'm still going to do the first one.
Okay.
I'm going to use relentless discipline points for free in each phase with my general.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to turn Bastion into a wizard so that he can unbind.
I am going to, first of all, the Bone Tithe Nexus is going to check and see if you're wholly within 18 with Bastion. You are. On a 4-up, he halves all run and charge rolls until my next hero phase.
Ooh, that seems good.
That goes off.
Okay.
So he's super duper slow now.
Yep.
For my casting, I will do Mystic Shield on the front unit again.
And this cannot be dispelled.
Goes off.
Nice.
And I am going to do Soul Guide.
Okay.
Actually, let's empower weapons. Goes off with a 7.
Okay, we're going to try and dispel. Nope, you got it.
Okay, and then on a 2-up, I can cast Soul Guide. No. So, weapons are empowered.
Seems good.
Soul Guide is off.
Yep.
And that is the end of my hero phase.
Can you use the construct and heal that guy?
That's at the end of the movement phase.
Oh, okay. So maybe at the end of the movement phase, you'll do that, huh?
Yes, I will.
Good
yes,
talk.
I will. All right, looking pretty chill. I'm going to go ahead and regroup a little bit so it's a little bit harder for you to get into me on your turn, and we'll come back and show you what we did.
So, David, walk us through what you have completed for your movement phase. Starting with these guys right over here.
So these guys ran. I tried to get a little bit farther away from Bastion since he's got a half charge now. I moved in the Necropolis Stalkers. They are just kind of hanging out there waiting for a counterstrike. My general is sitting over here next to the Bone Tithe Nexus, just getting ready to buff some things. These guys right here, the Necropolis Stalkers, are standing behind my 10-man, my caster, my 4 Morghasts, the Gothazar Harvester, who remains stationary, and the other 20 Vortec Guard. So that is my movement. I am going to use 1 Relentless Discipline point to do Reckonate Constructs on my Gothazar, and I heal 1, so he's full health. And that's it. Kind of boring again, but I need to wait until some of your Annihilators come out of reserves before I can do a whole lot else. So that is my turn. We'll go ahead and snap off. We'll come right back at the top of Michael's turn, and we'll let you know how many points I got.
Welcome back, Wargamers. We're here. Ossiarch Bonereapers have completed another dancing turn. We got the Dance of Death going on here. David, how many points did you score this round?
I got 2 points. I completed my battle tactic, and all of my objectives are now worth 1 apiece. Starting from the second round, I can choose to burn an objective in my turn, and it's worth as many points, not as many points as the battle round I've held. In the second battle round, it's worth 1. In the third battle round, it doubles. Fourth battle round, it doubles, so by the fourth battle round, they're 4 apiece. And then in the fifth battle round, if you hold your objective for the whole game, you get 8 points. So this one is really comes down to turn 3 a lot, because if the other player loses one of their objectives, then they really have to push toward you. And that's why I took the turn, is because if you win this next roll off, you're going to have to decide, do I take a double turn or do I remove an objective? So just buying me a little bit of time, and things are looking pretty good. So we're going to get to the top of Michael's turn. Michael, what are you going to do for your battle tag?
Aggressive expansion.
Okay, so
2 points.
complete.
Yep. So I'll say these 2 points. Since they're not wholly within my territory, I can select this and battle tactic complete.
Beautiful.
So let's do some heroic actions. What do you want to do for your heroic?
My heroic action is going to be to. I'm gonna keep doing the same thing with the relentless discipline points, because I don't really have anything else to do. So my general, every time he uses a relentless discipline point in each phase, the first one is free. And what are you gonna do for your heroic action?
I'm going to try and get another command point with Vandus Hammerhand.
Okay. He doesn't get it.
So I only have 6.
Okay.
I'm going to do a little bit of casting.
Okay.
We're going to go with the Lord Imperator. He will cast Mystic Shield.
Okay.
And he'll do it on those Sequitors who are directly in front of him.
That goes
off hard.
I'm not even going to try to unbind it.
Nope.
That's your only cast. So the
That is my only
Sequitors, which ones? These ones?
These ones right here.
Those ones back there. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to roll for my relentless discipline points real quick. Any 6s, I get more. I have 7 plus 2 more. So I have 9 for the rest of the turn. Carry on.
Carrying on, we're now going to try and translocate with Lord Relictor, and he's going to translocate those Sequitors.
Okay.
He does.
Okay.
These Sequitors are going to pop up right over here. Right over here. 9 inches away.
Not a bad move.
I still have more hero stuff. Sparkle Fingers over there.
Here's 9 dice.
10.
10.
On the
same target.
Same guy.
That was productive.
Nothing.
0 mortal wounds. That was Bastion's ability. He just points at something, rolls the dice. A number of dice equal to the wounds characteristic, and each 6 is a mortal wound. It's really good for, say, Gargants, but my army, the only thing that has more than 6 wounds is my monster. So
that is all of my hero stuff. We're going to get into some movement. We'll be right back.
All right, Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about what you did.
So I've continued to push as aggressively as I can into David's territory. I've moved up both units of Sequitors, and I have Vandus in the middle. I'm not charging over on this side. I'm just kind of pinning him in there. My Praetors have moved to support Bastion. Bastion is looking at a 10-inch or even a 12-inch charge from how far back he is, so that's not really reasonable. The Vindictors have had to move in advance to get up to that spot, and now the Annihilators have smashed down, so they're going to do their impact hits. David, who do I hit over there at 10 inches? Do I hit the Stalkers or just the...
I believe you do. Let's take a look. Yep, you hit the Necropolis Stalkers as well.
Okay, so let's do a 3-up on the Necropolis Stalkers. They take D3 mortals for 2 mortals.
Okay, I've got a 6-up to ignore. Do not. One unit takes 2.
And then a 3-up on the Vortec Guard.
Okay.
For D3 for 3 mortals.
Ignore 1, so 2 guys go down.
All right. That is all of our shooting. Everything else is out of range. We're going to charge with the Annihilators. Looking for a 7. We can re-roll for free. There's a 10.
10 does it.
So we're going to move on in, and then we're going to do
moving on in.
Then we're going to do some impact hits. What's the range on their weapons?
1 inch.
1 inch range. So they can swing over the top of the little dudes.
They can.
So let's come way over here then.
Nice. You're in there.
We're in there. Now we're going to do 10 impact hits.
On 4s.
Here we go, 4-ups. That was a little bit above average.
On 6s.
It was.
I shrugged 2, 4 more go down.
It was the only one above average, and I still was giggling like a schoolgirl.
Okay.
Since that's our only one in, we're going to activate the Annihilators.
Okay. I am going to do Shield Wall.
Sure, and we will all-out attack.
Okay. 10 attacks, 2s and 2s. No, 2s and 3s.
2s and 3s. Here we go.
That's a 1.
Yep. Thank you.
There you go.
And looking for 3s. All right, 5.
Okay. They're -1 rend normally, but I ignore your first point of rend and I shield walled, so I have a 4-up save re-rolling. Failed 1, that's 2 damage, and then I have a 6-up to ignore, and I take them. 2 more guys go down. Eight guys in, that's going to be 16 attacks coming at you. I've got exploding 5s. Okay, 3s, exploding 5s. Here we go.
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
1 explosion. So we end up with 12 hits.
That was wild.
4s. Wound roll is pretty good though. You're looking for 3s.
3-ups.
You fail 4.
Failed 4.
Then you have 6-ups.
6s. Failed them all.
Okay.
1 guy explodes.
Which guy explodes?
Let's go with the guy farthest off the point.
Okay.
He explodes on 6s. 1 mortal to you.
Okay. 6 to ignore. No.
Nope.
Very good. Well, I still hold that objective. You did a little bit of work. Yep, that's it. Unless you have Battle Shock. Are you Bravery 7?
Let's look.
If you're Bravery 7, you still can't fail, so we're fine.
Aren't I at a -1 for being in close combat with you?
No, that's Praetorians.
Ah.
So you're fine.
Okay.
Right on. Okay, well that's the end of the bottom of Battle Round 2. Let's turn off and we'll be back to tell you how many points we scored. Welcome back. We are at the end of Battle Round 2. Michael went in with a couple Annihilators. We traded blows. He killed a couple Skeletons. I got 1 Annihilator. That's about par for the course against their 2-up saves. I'm still holding my objective. So how many points did you get?
Just got my battle tactic, 2 points.
Beautiful.
All of these points in my objective, or my territory, now become worth 1. Correct?
Yep, they're all started now, and we're gonna get right into the roll-off. I went ahead and rolled last time, so go ahead.
Are you ready to actually start playing Warhammer now?
Yeah, I'm gonna be forced to, regardless of if I win the roll-off or not. I can't hide anymore.
The dance is over. Only a 2.
I rolled a 4. All right, we're gonna have a think. We'll be back. We'll let you know who's gonna take the 3rd turn. All right, everybody, we're back. I decided to take the turn. Unfortunately, I just can't soak a double turn for Michael. He's got his Meteor to Grand Hammers still up in the sky. If I let him go again, then I'm just going to be trapped in my deploy for the rest of the game. So I decided that I'm going to go. Michael removed the objective where my Gothazar Harvester and the Mortec Guard are chilling. I am going to do aggressive expansion for my battle tactic because I still have these 2 objectives. And this is going to be the last turn that I am guaranteed to get a battle tactic. I'm going to have to work a little bit harder moving forward from here.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing. For my heroic action, I am going to allocate that my first cast that he casts cannot be unbound.
Okay.
And what are you going to do for your heroic action?
I'm going to make Bastion a wizard again.
Okay. I am going to attempt to have Bastion's runs again.
On a 4-up from the terrain.
Yep, it goes off. And
runs and charges, right?
Runs and charges are halved. He can still move.
Right.
But his runs and charges are halved. And then let's get into some casting. First cast I'm going to do is Empower Weapons on these guys.
Okay.
That goes off with an 11. Then I'm going to try to Mystic Shield the monster. And I miscast.
Oh, and he barreled.
And I take 1 mortal wound.
6 up.
And I shrug it.
Nice.
However, I cannot cast Soul Guide, so that's a bummer. That's the end of my hero phase. So we're going to get into movement, and we'll show you what we did.
All right, everybody, we are back from movement phase. David, I think we're finally going to get to play some Warhammer. What do you think?
We finally get to play some Warhammer, battle round 3. I'm making the move. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm ready to go.
All right, what we got?
So, first thing I did, got these Necropolis Stalkers ready for a charge. They're just going to charge around the little guys and get into the Annihilators.
Makes sense.
Over here, we've got some Necropolis Stalkers, my Soul Mason, my General, my Mortet Guard, my Morghast. You did redeploy 3 inches with these guys, but the Morghasts move 12 inches and they have a 3d6 charge, so I still have a pretty good chance of getting over there. My monster is within 3 inches to do some healing shenanigans, and then I've got 20 Mortet Guard right there.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got a little bit of shooting to do. I'm going to shoot into this. Actually, these guys have Mystic Shield. Let's shoot over here into these Sequitors. We are going to use the Death's Head Maw with the Gothazar Harvester. These hit on 3s and 3s, 4 attacks. Make 3 saves into your Sequitors at -1 rend.
4 ups. Failed 1.
-1, so 5 ups. So you fail 2.
Oh, I was over on the
Oh, shooting these guys.
Yep. So failed 2, so we're going to remove 1 Sequitur.
And Michael was not wholly within 12 of an objective with the entire unit. That's the reason that that model is going to die. He is going to be wholly within 12 now, though, because he just killed the guy that was on the outer edge. So that worked. All right, let's go ahead and mount some charges.
Yeah, where are we going to start?
Let's start over here with the Necropolis Stalkers. They need like a 5 to get in. I roll a 6, so that's just fine. They'll be able to just conga around like a Shio, and then they'll just pile in. Like that.
All right.
And let's charge with the Morghasts. 3d6 charge. They're going 12 inches, and they are going to hop on over those Sequitors. Okay. Let's charge with the Gothazar Harvester, see if he wants any. 5 is not going to do it. I can't re-roll because I'm a Bone Reaper, and now I am going to charge the Mortet Guard into that 5-man Sequitor. 6, because they're +1 from their banner, that ought to do it. I'm going to go ahead and move them in. We're all done with charges. Now we're going to talk about Relentless Discipline points. I've got 4 left. I am going to do Bludgeon with the Necropolis Stalkers and the unit of Morghasts, taking me down to 2. And then I am going to do Shield Wall with both units of Skeletons, taking me down to 0.
All right, where are you going to activate first?
I am going to activate with the Morghast first. One other thing that I need to say is that I am going to elect to reroll saves with their Quadrarch aspects over here. Blade Parry aspect.
Both of my Sequitur squads are going to empower their shields for their 5-up ward.
Okay, sounds good. This guy doesn't need to move much because he's got 2-inch range. So I'm just going to make sure that he's within 2.
And then outside of 3 of Vandus?
Correct.
The other pre-combat ability that we're going to resolve right now is Vandus can give a +1 attack to a unit wholly within 12. So he's going to give a +1 attack to this unit of Sequiturs over here. And now David's going to activate with his Morghast into these 4 poor Sequiturs. So here we go.
Okay, this is going to be 12 attacks. It's going to be 3s and 3s.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Now I'll probably roll a bunch of 1s and 2s because that's dice for you. Make that many -3, so they go through. They're 3 damage apiece.
Oh God.
So just roll that 3 times and see if they survive.
Sure.
Okay. So on the first roll, you take 5 damage. Okay, roll again. On the second roll, you take 5 damage.
So they did.
They're super dead.
They're super dead.
Yeah, they're super dead. They get to explode though.
Yep.
So roll 8 dice.
All right, here we go. 8 dice. 2 mortals.
Okay. Let's see if I ignore those. I ignore 1, so I take 1 damage.
All right. So this squad's going to die. And we're going to spend 1 command point to immediately call for aid.
Okay.
All right. So we did our call for aid. Those sequitors have arrived back on that point. Not on the point, they are just off the point. So we are now going to activate with these sequitors over here. We're going to look at 10 attacks with the Grand Maces because they're getting a +1 attack from Vandus. Here we go. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. All right, so you have that many. The Rend 1, which you ignore, so you have 4 up rerolling.
Well, that's a good start for you.
Yeah.
I failed 3, so I take 6 damage.
Yep.
And then I've got a 6 up, feel no pain, and I shrug 3, so I take 3.
Well, that math came back for you. And then 6 attacks with the little maces. Four more. 1 damage apiece.
Re-rolling because of the shield wall. Fail 2. 6 up to ignore. Fail 2. 2 more guys.
All right, so now you're going to go in with the Mortec Guard.
I am going to go in with the Mortec Guard. I have all of them except for the ones that died, so let's take a hot second and figure out how many that is. These are the ones with the explodey weapons. I've got 30 attacks, plus an additional 1 for the leader.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, 5s explode. 5s to hit explode into 2 hits.
We're going to all-out defense because we have command points for days.
Okay, I am going to use my once per battle triumph to add 1 to the wound roll. So it's going to be 3s and 3s, 5s explode.
Got it.
Okay, and now we're looking for 3s to wound. That many saves.
All right, so these are Rend 1, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm Mystic Shield and I'm all-out defense. Mm-hmm. So we're going to look at 3-up saves.
Okay, 3-up saves.
So 3-ups. And then we have 5-ups against these because we empowered shields. So 5-ups. So we lost 1, 2.5 guys.
Okay, sounds good.
2 guys explode. And I do 1 mortal to you.
I take it.
Okay. So Vandus did get pulled in. So he's going to pile in his 3. So he has, since he didn't complete a charge, he has 3 attacks with his hammer. Mm-hmm. Those are going to be 3s and 2s. And 2s. So 1 at -1.
Okay, 4 up because I ignore your rend, and I failed it.
It's 3 damage.
Okay, and then I have a 6 up, feel no pain, and I shrug 1, so I take 2 damage.
Okay, and then his claws and fangs from the mount are 3s and 3s. So 1 at -2.
Failed it.
And that's 2 damage.
Okay, and 6 is a shrug. No, 1 more gas is down to 1 wound.
They have so many wounds to try and chew through. Mm-hmm. So now you have another activation over here.
Yes, we're going to fight with the Necropolis Stalkers. They did bludgeon, but they did not do precision aspect because I need them to reroll their saves. So this is just going to be -2 rend single damage.
Okay.
It's 3s and 3s.
Okay.
15 attacks. Not bad. We got 11. Into the Annihilators, 5 at -2.
So 4 ups. Uh-oh.
6 ups.
Here we go. So we lost a guy.
Okay.
So let's go to the 6 up here. Nope.
Roll an extra one because he's Thunderstrike armor.
Thank you. Thank you. Still no.
Okay. 1 goes down.
My activation. So we will all out attack using Bastions.
Okay.
Only 2 hits.
And this is the Annihilator?
Yep, into the Mortar Guard. 2 wounds. Rend 1.
Okay, I've got a 4-up re-rolling, and I saved a both.
Okay.
They're going to fight you back.
Yep.
20 attack. 3s and 4s. 6s explode. So 5 explosions. Can we get 1 extra dice, please? Always nice when you end up with 5 more than you rolled. I don't think I did quite that well, actually. I had a couple misses in there. And on 4s. Just a ripping and a tearing through these Annihilators. Their armor is ridiculous.
3 ups. Failed 1, 2.
Okay.
6 ups. Failed 1.
Very nice. So he's got 1 wound on him.
He's still alive.
Here you go. And then your Sequitor over here has a wound. I'll swap it out for that dice. Beauty. Okay, I believe that is combat phase complete.
Combat phase complete. Do we have any morale issues? He's only lost 1. These gentlemen have lost 2.
They're brave 7.
Yep.
So auto pass.
Yep, we'll auto pass them.
Okay, and I never take battle shock.
Splendid. All right, guys, we're going to go to the hero phase and score it up. We'll see you in a second.
We are back from the top of Battle Round 3. I was able to steal this objective over here, and I elected to burn it. So now we both have 2 objectives, kind of putting the pressure on here. So I scored 1 point for doing that. I also scored 2 points for completing my battle tactic, which was aggressive expansion, and that's going to leave me at 7 points.
Yeah, 7 to 4.
Yep, so it's 7 to Michael's 4, and he's going to go ahead and get right into his turn, bottom of Battle Round 3. Michael, what's your battle tactic going to be?
So I was going to do Broken Ranks, but I'm realizing I'll probably do Conquer instead. And I'll probably conquer that point. Just so if I miss by like 1 or 2 little skeletons, I'll have my Vindictors up there as well.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Because battle line hold, but if you have 5 battle line and I have 4, then you're good to go. So I think that's a good idea.
And that'll save me Broken Ranks for later. So for heroic actions, I'm going to try and get a Commandular point with Bandus.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm going to make him be able to do commands with his thing. I should really learn the name.
Yeah.
When we come back, I'm going to tell you what the name of that heroic
He's going to do
is.
commands with his things. So we are going to translocate with the Relictor.
Okay.
He's going to try and translocate the Imperatant. And he does.
Goes off.
So he's going to move the Imperatant and his little guy way over here. Yeah, that seems good.
Okay.
So the reason the Imperatant's over there, he's going to Mystic Shield on Bastion.
Okay.
It goes off on 7.
I'm going to try to unbind. Goes off.
Right. So we got Mystic Shield off. That's fantastic. Bastion's going to do some Lightning Fingers.
Okay.
How many wounds are these guys?
6.
So we're going to do Lightning Fingers onto one of these guys.
Okay.
Here we go. 2 mortals.
Okay.
Yeah. Lightning Fingers.
Okay.
All right, I think that is all of our hero stuff. Am I missing anything?
Not that I know of.
Nope.
You did your prayer, your spell, your lightning fingers, and that is it. So we'll get into movement phase, and we'll show you guys what we did. All right, Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Go ahead and tell me what you did.
These Settlers just fell back. There's no reason for them to stay there and die, so they just came out of combat. These servitors over here moved 5 inches to try and get in close combat with the Morghast. Vandus obviously just stood still since he's in combat.
Okay.
I dropped down with outside of 9 with these guys. I just want to make sure that if for some reason these guys break away, they don't keep running and burning points. He obviously just stood there. He's doing a great job. The Praetors moved in advance so that they can stay within 3 of Bastion. Bastion moved. His charge distances are still halved, so he's looking at a 6-inch charge there. The Vindictors moved. They're looking at a 3-inch charge. And then I dropped the Annihilators with Meteoric Ram Hammers. They're looking at a 7-inch charge here, and they've picked up 10 inches of both the Stalkers and the Mortec Guard. So on a 3-up, they're going to do some splash damage to the Mortec Guard for 2 mortal wounds.
I'll ignore those on 6s. I do not. 2 guys go down.
All right, and then on a 3-up to the Stalkers. Yep, and then D3 for 1. 6 up. Okay.
Nope, I'll go ahead and take it.
So that's...
Now you've got some shooting to do, right?
I actually have 1 shooting attack. So Vandus, his mount breathes fire on a 4-up. So 4-up does D3 mortals for 2 mortals, sir.
I take him.
All right.
So 1 guy is half dead.
We have so many charges. Just so many charges. Since we're over here, let's just start with these Sequitors.
Okay. 5-inch charge.
5-inch charge.
They get it with a 6.
All right, moving it around. Let's go in with Bastion.
Bastion now needs a 5 because you killed 2 of the Mortec Guard.
So he needs a 10?
He needs a 10.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay, nope. The Annihilators of Meteoric Ram Hammers.
A 7 re-rolling. Woo! It's an 11.
Holy cow.
They can go wherever they want.
Holy cow.
Coming to get me.
So they're going to do their impact hits.
Okay. We'll just leave him right there. We'll move
4
that
ups
objective out of the way.
Are mortals.
I shrug 3 of them. 5 guys go down.
All right. So we're no longer going to charge with the Vindictors.
Okay.
Because we just blocked off their charge route. So let's get into activations, or let's do pre-combat stuff. You have some stuff pre-combat to do, correct?
Yep. I'm going to elect to re-roll saves here.
Okay.
And I'm going to bludgeon. I am going to shield wall here.
Right. And then the Morghast, what are they going to do?
And the Morghasts are going to bludgeon as well.
Okay. The Sequitors will empower their shields, and then Vandus will give them +1 to their attack.
Okay. Sounds good.
Activations. All right, guys, decisions have been made. We are going to activate with the Meteoric Ram Hammers first. Everything else, I think, this is the game. This is the point over here. We need to conquer. We need to take this point. So let's do a quick pile in. The Sergeant and this gentleman are going to put it into the Guard. And this lone guy is going to put it into the Stalkers.
Okay. Sounds good. -2 rend. So I'm going to have a 5-up re-rolling with both of my units because they're both re-rolling their saves and they ignore your first rend.
We will all attack.
Okay.
So the 3 onto the Stalkers, hitting on 2s, and wound on 2s. So 3 on the Stalkers.
Wounds on 2s.
Wounds on 2s.
Not 3s.
Nope, wounds on 2s.
5's re-rolling. Uh-oh. Saved him.
Woo!
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Okay, on to the Guard. Only 1 miss so far. All right, so take 5 up saves.
5's re-rolling. 9 damage. They're dead.
All right, David, it is your activation.
I'm gonna activate with Morghasts.
Of course, you're gonna activate with the Morghast. That makes the most sense.
I can get everything on Vandus because of their 2-inch range. Gonna have 9 attacks. These guys are bludgeoned.
That makes him AP what?
3.
Okay, we'll all out defense.
3, 6, 9. Okay. 3s, 3s. Two, -3.
So at -3, we're looking for 5 ups. Failed them both. What's the damage?
6 damage.
6 damage? Okay. Boop. Let's see. Now it makes more sense to swing way back over here. And we'll go with that 1 Annihilator
Okay.
before he gets eaten alive. So he has 4 attacks. 3s and 3s. And 3s. So 2 at -1.
4 up rerolling. Failed it.
Dose damage.
6s. Failed him. 1 guy's down to a wound. Okay. Well, all I have left is these guys. Two guys into the Meteoric Grand Hammers and 1 guy into that guy, into your Annihilator.
All right.
So the 2 guys into the Grand Hammers. We're looking for 3s and 3s, -2 rend, single damage.
Okay.
Yeah! Make 5 saves, -2 into the Meteoric Grand Hammers.
So at -2, we're looking at 5 ups. Failed 4.
Okay.
So they're single damage, right? 6s. Save 2. 1 guy. We're good.
Too good. Will you hand me a wound marker, please?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
They're too good. Okay, now we've got 5 attacks going into the other Annihilator. 3s, 3s. Make a save, -2.
4 up. Failed it.
Okay.
It's single damage. 6 up. So he's dead. He's finally dead. He explodes.
Okay.
Nothing.
Cool.
All right.
Good times.
So we're swinging back over here now to Vandus and these Sequitors. So let's start with Vandus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really matter at this point. So Vandus has 3 attacks.
Heldenson.
2 hits on 2s, 2 wounds, rend 1, sir.
Okay, ignore rend, so 4s. Save 1, fail 1.
3 damage.
6s. Shrug 2, take 1 damage.
And now with his mounts, the fangs and claws. 3s
Nice
and
hit
3s.
roll.
Oh, bad wound. So rend 2,
Failed it.
2 damage.
Shrug 1, take 1.
Okay.
Down to 1 wound.
Les Sequitors.
Ten attacks with the Grand Hammers. Just got all the dice over here. You can't have them. You can't beat me if you can't roll your dice.
10 attacks with the Grand Hammers. 3s and 3s. Here we go.
Good start.
And 3s again. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so 2 at -1.
Failed them both.
That's 4 damage.
Okay. 6s! My luck ran out on those 6s.
Yeah.
So this guy takes a wound, and then this guy takes 3 wounds.
And 3 attacks with the little maces. 3 hits. 2 wounds with the little maces. Rend 1.
4s, failed them both. 6s, failed them both. So he's down to 1 wound. All right, that is combat.
All right, guys, that is all of our activations. We have no morale issues, so we're going to score it up, and we'll see you guys back on the hero cam, and then it's time for the roll off.
Welcome back, everybody. We just got done with Michael's turn, bottom of battle round 3. Michael, how many points did you get?
We got 3 points that turn. So I did elect to burn that objective.
This objective is now burnt.
Get it out of there. And then I completed my battle tactic for conquering.
You got 1 wound on your meteoric, guys. I've got 3 over there. Good, that looks great. Yeah, so it's a game, guys. It's 7-7. It's going to come down to priority. Priority is not going to look so bad for him if he loses the roll-off, but if I lose the roll-off, I'm kind of on my heels. So we'll see how it goes. I went first. I break ties. Okay.
You break ties.
I break ties. Well, I'm going to have to take the turn. I don't want to take the turn, but I'm going to. So we're going to clean up a little bit. We'll be back in a minute, and we'll start with Ossiarch Bonereapers, top of battle round 4. All right, everybody. We're back. Battle round 4, Ossiarch Bonereapers. I'm so happy I get to keep playing Warhammer. I think if Michael would have won that roll off, I would have been in trouble. I'm looking up a rule real quick because I am using some of the new Bonereaper rules. So for my battle tactic, I am going to be doing an ability called the Tithe Demands. I pick an enemy hero or monster on the battlefield. I complete this battle tactic if the unit is destroyed during this turn. If I do it with a Gothazar Harvester, I get an extra victory point. So I'm going to pick the Tithe Demands, and I'm going to try to kill Vandus Hammerhand.
I like it.
Then for my heroic action, I am going to allow my wizard to have their first cast automatically go off. And I'll turn it over to you. What are you going to do for your heroic action?
I will find a tower with Vandus and try and make this just a tad harder for you.
Okay, sounds good. I need to get 3 damage through, so let's see if we can make it happen. Let's get into some casting. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick Vandus with the Bone Tithe Nexus and do a mortal wound to him on a 2-up. It goes off.
On Vandus?
Yes.
Yeah, he just has to.
Let's do some casting. First cast, I'm going to try to Soul Guide on the Morghasts.
Okay.
It goes off. Cannot be unbound. So they're rerolling their ones to hit.
Nice.
And now I'm going to try to Mystic Shield with my Gothazar Harvester. That's a 10. Would you like to unbind?
You have 1 more cast left on a 2-up. Okay, I'll let it go.
Okay, on a 2-up. Goes off. I'm going to cast Soul Guide on the Gothazar. Goes off with a 9.
Okay, we'll try with the Imperator. And then he is Master of Magic.
Okay. With a 12. Nice job.
Boom.
Good unbind. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. That is the end of my hero phase.
I'm going to spend 1 of my many, many command points to try and rally that.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's, 2 dice, please. 6s. Nope.
Might as well, right?
Yeah, I have command points for days, so.
Might as well. Okay, sounds good. All right, I'm going to get into movement phase. When we get done with movement phase, we'll show you what I did. This is my last hurrah. I'm going to smash you up good and then take it on the chin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're here, battle round 4. David, tell us what you got going on.
I moved some stuff. Just kidding. Let's talk about what I did. I used a Relentless Discipline point to move this guy an extra 3. I kept in mind to not move within 9 of his Sequitors because I want to try to get a charge and get an extra model on Vandus. If I kill...
Yeah, really, really good move.
If I kill Vandus with a monster, I get an extra VP. It's going to come down to the wire. We're both going to get our grand strats, and I might be able to steal another objective because Michael is now spread very thin. He's all over the board. I've got some good screens over here going to turn that camera just a little bit. So these Necropolis Stalkers are guarding my battle line, and until the Necropolis Stalkers die, I'm going to be holding that because I've got the battle line on there. The general moved his 10 inches, is getting ready to do a charge, and even if he fails his charge, I can use some extra command abilities in my combat phase. And then the Mortet Guard didn't move because once again, I don't want any redeploys to happen, so they're just staying there. They've got a +1 to their charge, so I should be able to get into those Sequitors relatively easily.
All right, you have a little bit of shooting.
I have a tiny little bit of shooting, yeah. I'm gonna shoot at you with the Death's Head Maw. 4 attacks, it's gonna be 3s and 3s. It's gonna go into Vandus, even though he has a 2-up save. Because if I could kill him right now, that would be great.
Yeah, every little bit.
But I rolled 4 1s.
And he perils.
So, and he perils and he just explodes. That was terrible. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. That's all my shooting, so let's get into charges. First thing I'm gonna do is charge the skeletons over here. Let's try to get into those Sequitors. They get a 12.
Oh, they're over there so
perfect. Looks good.
All right, guys, check out this pile in. Oh, man.
Yes! 12-inch charge.
Oh,
Vandus
man.
is getting surrounded. This is looking pretty good for my battle tactic at the very least.
All right, what's next?
We're going to try to charge the Gothazar Harvester now.
All right.
He doesn't get to re-roll,
What's he
so...
looking at?
6?
Let's call it 6.
Okay.
Roll it.
Roll it. It's a 6.
6. All right.
He's going to dump truck his way in.
Back it up.
Boop, boop,
Very
like
good.
that.
What about your Liege Cavalos here?
Yep, General's going in. With a 4, that's not going to do it.
Nope.
And I don't get to re-roll.
Nope.
So my general, once again, is standing in the middle of the battlefield. I think this happened last time.
And I believe these guys are just going to stand still, right?
Yeah, they're just going to stand still. I need to hold on to my last objective.
Makes sense.
so-
Makes sense. All
Yeah.
right, David. Let's start with this Harvester. That's what everyone wants to see. Monstrous actions, right? You can just stomp them to death.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna stomp Vandus.
Get stomped.
He gets stomped
Okay.
for 1 mortal
All
wound.
right, he has 1 wound left.
He has 9 wounds.
Pretty sure.
Oh, Vandus is so chonky, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
He's so chonk.
Let me double check. Let me double check.
I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. 9 wounds. Oh, I love him so much.
He's so alive. He's so alive. And it
He's
makes
so
me
alive.
sad.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to fight with my Morghast into the Sequitors first. But hold on.
Pre-combat stuff.
Before we do anything, yes,
Yep.
pre-combat stuff.
+1 to the save.
Okay.
Or empowering shields. Empowering shields. And then Vandus is going to give them... yeah, he's going to give them +1 to their attack.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Those ones over there are going to have +1 to their attack.
Yep.
I am going to bludgeon with these guys, so
Okay.
they're +1 to their rend.
Yep.
Yes, I'm going to bludgeon with these guys. This Gothazar Harvester is also going to bludgeon.
Cool.
So I just want to make sure that I tear through your save since you're finest hour. And then these guys are going to shield wall.
Okay. So with bludgeon, what does that bring up the Harvester to?
-3 rend.
-3 rand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, over here, I am going to bludgeon, and I am also going to re-roll their saves, because they can do that with their quadrart aspect.
That's over here with these Stalkers on the other side.
Yep.
Right.
All right, so let's activate with these guys first.
Okay.
6 attacks.
So how are they getting split?
They're not going to split. They're going to go here.
They're all going in the Sequitors.
They have 2-inch range. Yes. 2-inch range. Rerolling 1s because they have Soul Guide.
All right.
Okay.
So we got Morghast into Sequitors.
3s rerolling 1s.
Here we go. Good conversion. All right, we got one. Oh no.
-3, so they
Okay.
punch through. You've got 6 damage.
Ooh. 6 damage. I'm too far away.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I am no longer on a... So I suppose we activate Vandus before he dies, right?
Might as well. I mean, it is his finest hour, even though he already wounds on 2s. So.
Nope, I changed my mind. I changed my mind, everybody. Nope.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
This is the combat.
All right, so you got 10 attacks.
Yep. And we're going to all-out attack.
I'm an all-out defense. Just kidding. I can't. But I will ignore one of your 2 Ren. So I'll have a 5-up re-rolling. You're on 2s and 2s.
Doses and doses.
I can't believe those Grand Hammers wound on 2s. That is insanely good.
Doses.
Oh no. I'm still dead, but... Okay, so 5-up re-rolling. That was a 4. Okay, I take 9 damage. That's just enough to kill the unit. But I have a 6-up feel no pain, so let's see what happens.
Hey! Yeah! That was the correct
Nice attack.
That was the correct activation.
I was hoping you'd activate Vandus. I was like, yes, activate him!
All right. Go for it, buddy.
Let's activate the Gothazar Harvester.
Sure.
Gothazar Harvester has 6 attacks with his Soul Crusher Bludgeons, 3s, 3s.
What's the rend?
-3.
-3.
And
then
2
after
damage.
that, doesn't he have some tail attacks?
Yeah. And those are going to be 2 rend.
Those are going to be 2 rend.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Let's all out defense.
You might as well. He only has 1 wound. I will be blown away if he survives. But I've seen crazier things happen.
No, that's for sure.
Like I just couldn't roll 1/6 on 9 dice, you know, stuff happens. Okay. But if I roll a single 6, he's dead. Because his bludgeons do 2 mortal wounds on 6s.
Okay.
So 3s and 3s.
Yep. He's dead.
He's dead.
All right.
Battle tactic complete.
He explodes.
Yeah, he explodes.
9 dice.
Okay. Who are you exploding
3,
into?
6, 9. Are any of those Morghast wounded?
Yeah, one of them has taken 5 wounds.
3, 6, 9. Into the Morghast.
Okay.
2 mortals on the Morghast.
Okay. Failed both of them. Now he has more than 5 wounds, so on a 4-up I can heal D3 with the Gothazar Harvester's ability, and I don't.
Oh. All right. Good job, Vandus. You did fine.
He did just fine.
All right, you have an activation.
I just activated with my Harvester, so you're next.
It's my activation. I get to go. So we are going to activate. So I want to activate here so I can get all my good attacks on you. But if I activate there, I can pile away so that you can't come at those guys, which also seems good. So let's do that. Let's activate these 2 guys.
Okay.
And scooch over there.
Beautiful.
Nice. All right. Let's see
5 Grand Hammer attacks.
if some Sequitors can do some work. Here we go. Here we go. Attacks.
Okay.
So 5 hits.
Okay.
3 wounds. Rend 1.
I ignore your Ren, sir! And I save 1, so I take 4 damage. And I take 4 damage.
Okay.
I am now going to activate into these Sequitors.
That's what we were afraid of.
They're not buffed at all. So we're just looking at 3s with exploding 6s, 4s. Four explosions. Now we're looking for 4s. They're so good until you wound roll. Make 5 saves.
Right. So 5 ups followed by 5 ups. Here we go.
5s and 5s.
Just fail them all.
It's a great start.
5s. So The wounded guy dies, and then the next gentleman that's not the sergeant dies.
Okay, and they are both within an inch, so you could explode.
Explosions! No mortals to you.
No explosion!
Can you pile in my sergeant so that he can fight?
Yeah, he's got 4 attacks.
That's right.
Jeez.
Boom. 2 hits. 2 wounds. Rend 1, so you got a 4-up, re-rolling.
Saved them both.
Good talk.
So easy.
Right. All right, guys, that is it. I am realizing that I failed to roll all of the ward saves, but you know, as soon as you lose, you should remember your rules. So we are going to score it up, and then we will see you.
Before you snap off, these guys lost 3, and these guys lost 2. So you're gonna have to roll 1 battle shock.
Sure, so let's auto pass that one.
Yep, and then if you roll a 6, that other guy runs away.
Hey, yep. He runs.
Beautiful. Get out of here. Favorite part of the day.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna score it up, and we'll see you guys back on the Hero Cam.
Welcome back, guys. This is the bottom of battle round 4. We're gonna get started with Michael's turn. Michael, what are you gonna do for your battle tactic?
We should score you up before we go any further.
Let's score me up. I killed a hero with my Gothazar Harvester. The Tithe Demands was the battle tactic that I was trying to achieve, so I get 3 points.
That's good. So
Yep.
it's currently 13, which are they again? It's 10 to 7.
10 to 7, yep. So I'm ahead by 3 points. It's coming down to the wire though, because Michael's got 2 objectives and I have 1. So we're about to see how it shakes out.
So for battle tactic, I'm gonna do aggressive expansion, put 2 wholly within your territory.
Savage Spearhead.
Savage Spearhead.
Yes, we always get those 2 mixed up.
2 wholly within your territory. So let's do some hero stuff. What do you want to do for your heroic action?
Every time I use a Relentless Discipline point with my general, it is going to be free for this turn.
Okay. I would like to, I'll try and get a extra command point with the Lord Relictor. Yep.
Okay, cool, he gets it.
So we're going to translocate with the Lord Relictor on a 2-up. He does.
Okay. See ya. Just goes to the other side of the board, it's fine. Boy, those wireless microphones are nice.
Oh, they're so good.
Just once again, we've got a new mat, we've got new microphones, we got new music. We're happy campers here. We really appreciate all you guys following along with us. It makes it a really easy decision for us to get new cool stuff to make these battle reports better. So, what's next?
We are going to use Mystic Shield from the dude.
Are you wholly within 12?
It's hard to tell.
Looks like you are.
Okay. Hey up. No.
Reroll it.
Master Magic. 6.
Barely goes off.
Barely.
I'll try to unbind it. Unbound.
Okay. Good. We're gonna do Lightning Fingers.
Okay, and you're gonna try to do it on the Morghast, see if you can do 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah, I think that's the best call.
Okay, he only has 2 wounds left.
Yeah. Here we go. Nothing.
Okay, well, it was a good try.
All right, guys, that is it for our hero stuff. We're gonna go into movement, and then we'll be right back.
All right, Michael, we're back from your movement phase. Tell me a little bit about what you did.
All right, after translocating the Lord Relictor, I moved up the Nictors wholly within the territory, so battle tactic complete. The Annihilators moved, the Praetors moved. They have a reasonable charge here, and then a ridiculous charge if they could get over there.
Potentially kill my battle line, which is what's keeping me holding this point.
The Bastion is moving forward to finally start getting into combat. So
he finally gets to fight.
Yep,
I held him off for 4 turns, but here he comes.
We're excited about that. And then these 2 Sequitors are fighting this Morghast.
Beautiful.
So we have no Shoosting.
Yeah, charges.
All right, we're gonna charge over here. You wanna swing that camera around here?
Yeah, where are we charging?
We're gonna charge with these Annihilators.
Okay.
They're looking for a 6. There's a 9.
Okay. Where do you want them? You want them in a row? Leave room for Bastion?
Leave room for Bastion. They have a 2-inch range, so they can come in in this triangle.
You just make a death triangle.
Yep.
OGW. See, that's why they put the dragons out. They were like, we're going to put out these annoying dragons. Everybody's going to be complaining about the dragons. But then in reality, I think the Grand Hammers are like the strongest thing in the book right now. Because they're 2-inch range. They wound on 2s. And you could take 6 of them and they can just swing over the top of each other. I think it's the strongest hammer in the army.
So let's do their impact hits on 4-ups.
Impact hits. That was pretty bad. I'd take 1 mortal wound. Okay, that's fine. How about I take it?
Okay.
Okay. Keep going. I'm going to grab some wound markers.
Going. We're going in with Bastion.
Grabbing them wound markers, son.
Bastion's in.
Okay. I thought you just put him in. I didn't hear you roll. I was like, oh, he's in?
No,
okay.
I did roll. He rolled a 7. And then the Praetors, they will go in as well.
Okay, make sure you keep them wholly within my territory when you go in. I like helping out my opponent. You know what makes you a good Warhammer player is if you help out your opponent.
That's it for charges.
Okay.
Let's swing over and fight with those Sequitors first.
Okay. Before you do anything, let's do start of combat activation stuff.
I agree.
So these guys are going to bludgeon and they're going to use precision aspects. So they're -3 rend, 2 damage apiece. Okay. Then over here, I'm going to use bludgeon as well. So I'm down to 1 relentless discipline point.
Okay.
Okay. What are you going to do with your Sequitors?
Swing that camera around. We're actually going to empower their weapons.
Oh yeah. Exploding 6s.
Exploding 6s.
On 5 dice.
Only 5 dice though.
I think you can get him.
Here we go. Nope. No explosions.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, 2 at -1.
I ignore that rend, so I'm looking for 4s. Save 1, fail 1.
2 damage.
He's dead.
Got it.
Nice job. I am going to put all of my attacks into the meteoric Grand Hammers.
Okay. And this is rend
3.
3. Well, all-out defense.
Sounds good. Now you guys, these are rend 3 because they have precision aspect where I can add 1 to the rend and the damage to their weapons off of their war scroll, and then I use a relentless discipline point to do bludgeon. 3s. Okay, so you've got 7 at -3.
Okay. And I did put his wound marker back. I know there was a wounded guy in there.
Yeah, there was.
So I threw it back in there.
Yeah, he only had taken 1 though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So, moving on. So we were looking for 5s. We failed 4 of them.
That's
or
8
5
damage.
of them. They're 2 damage apiece.
Yep. Because I did precision
5
aspect.
of them.
Okay. They're wholly within 12 of an objective.
6s. So 3, 6, that's a squad.
Okay, that's the squad.
So only the front guy can blow up. Good job.
Thank you. Well, they just blew up a whole unit of Necropolis Stalkers, so...
One mortal wound back to you.
6 to ignore. Ignores it.
Nice. All right, good job. Good work. Bastion's coming in.
Okay.
He's going to all-out attack.
Deuces and deuces.
Here we go.
Nice. Just roll a bunch of 1s. That's...
So 3 at -2, sir.
Okay, I ignore the first rend. So I'm looking at 5s. Fail them all, and I take 12 damage. And I take 9 damage.
Uskavar the Sunderer.
That's 3, 7, 9.
Okay, guys, we double-checked the rule. These guys are eligible to pile in because they were in combat. They were eligible at the start of the fight phase. So we can pile in up to 3 inches. Now, if I pile in 3 inches to this gentleman, I will miss my battle tactic because I will be outside of his territory. So I'm not going to get in with the Harvester, and I don't want to pull in his Mortec Guard. So I'm just going to scooch up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get a couple bodies on the point.
Yep. Good talk. That's all we're going to do. That's it, right? That is fight phase.
That is fight phase. That was pretty productive for you. You took down the Morghast. You took down most of the Necropolis Stalkers. I was happily able to kill those Grand Hammers.
Oh yeah, they went down like chumps, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
All
So
right.
that was pretty good. All right, let's switch off. We'll turn back on in a second, and we'll tell you guys how many points Michael's going to get. All right, Michael, we're back from an amazing turn.
Yeah.
I somehow did not lose that whole unit of Necropolis Stalkers against Grand Hammers.
Yeah, it's because you activated everything into the Grand Hammers
Oh, that's
first,
right. That's
which
right.
was
They didn't
really
get a chance
smart,
to swing. Yeah.
because I really wanted to take out this Morghast because he's the only thing threatening my backfield.
Yeah, and I could have, I could have killed them with bludgeon.
Right.
-3, it would have went through. He could have done up to 9 damage.
Yeah.
And you had your 5 up, but still.
Yeah, so I definitely think activating here was the right call,
Mm-hmm.
just to stop you from at all being able to threaten my backfield.
Yeah. So if you're watching the table closely, this objective is gone. Michael decided to burn it at the end of turn 4, which means he gets 4 points for doing that. And then you achieved your battle tactic,
Yep.
correct?
So that's 6 points.
Yep, so he got 6 points. So right now the score is 13-10 in favor of the Stormcast Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do now is roll off, everybody's favorite part. And if I win the roll off, I still can net myself some points. So I'm in okay shape. All right. I break ties.
Mm-hmm.
6, easy. Okay, it's a 4.
Hey up. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the turn. It's going to be really fast, but this is going to be fun. We're going to have the opportunity to do a couple more things. So we'll be back to start top of battle round 5, Ossiarch Bonereapers. Welcome back, everybody. Top of battle round 5. The Bonereapers survived somehow, and I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. So the first thing I'm going to do is generate Relentless Discipline points. I get 5 for going first, and then I have how many units left on the battlefield? Not many anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to roll 6 dice. Plus 2. So I've got 7 Relentless Discipline points for the turn. You have 1,000 command points. You may have noticed that I'm not asking how many command points, I'm not asking him how many he has because he gets 1 for the Imperatant, 1 for Bastion that he can do anywhere on the battlefield, plus another 3 because I keep going first. So he has never ran out of command points for the whole game.
Not once.
No, not even when there was a fire. So let's get into some hero stuff. The General is going to be able to use Relentless Discipline points for free. Actually, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the Necromantic Might one, where the first spell that I cast cannot be unbound.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Soul Guide on my Gothazar Harvester. Goes off with a 7.
Is the Imperator within 30? I think he is.
You can't unbind, because I
that's
just
right.
used Necromantic
That's
Might. Yeah.
For sure.
What are you going to do for your heroic action?
I'm going to try... I'm going to have Bastion be a wizard.
Okay, Bastion's a wizard. Beautiful. I am now going to try to cast Empower Weapons on these Mortet Guard.
Yep.
It fails.
Okay.
And then on a 2-up, I can cast Soul Guide again. I can, and I'm going to cast Soul Guide on my General.
Okay.
And it fails. Good times.
Good thing I turned Bastion into a wizard. You heard that he was coming, and you're
Yeah.
like, you know what?
Did I say my battle tactic? My battle tactic, guys, is going to be Broken Ranks. And I'm going to try to do it with a monster to net myself an extra point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all my hero phase stuff. Oh, one more thing.
What's your one more thing? Because I have a thing.
This thing, the Bone Tithe Nexus, is going to do a mortal wound to this unit on a 2-up.
Okay.
Take a mortal.
All right. Boop. I'm going to issue Rally.
Okay.
Success? Nope.
Nothing. Beautiful. All right, we're going to get into my movement phase, and we'll be back in just a hot second to show you what we did.
All right, guys, here we are. Battle round 5, end of movement phase. David, what you got going on?
So I used Reknit Constructs to return 2 slain Mortet Guard at the end of my movement phase because this unit remains stationary. I remain stationary with my Gothizzar Harvester because I don't want him to redeploy because that's my battle tactic. And then I remain stationary with my general as well because I don't want him to redeploy because that's my battle tactic.
Makes sense.
Over here, I'm doing absolutely everything I can to stop these units from killing my Mortet Guard because Michael is running out of battle tactics that he can achieve, and I will continue to hold this objective because I have a battle line on it.
Very nice.
So that's looking pretty good. So we're just going to get into a very quick combat phase. I'm going to shoot with the Gothizzar Harvester first. Gothizzar Harvester has 4 attacks, 3s and 3s going into the Sequitors. Everything hits. Everything wounds.
Yep.
2 damage.
2 damage. So the one guy dies, just the sergeant. Oh, you made your charge a little longer.
No, it's the same. They were both the same distance.
They were not. Yeah,
I think the wounded guy was farther away.
You got a half inch now.
I think the wounded guy was farther away. Okay, let's charge with the Gothizzar Harvester. It's really all that matters.
This is it. This is.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, that's plenty.
So he's just going to go like that.
Yep.
And then I'll charge the Mortet Guard 6 inches to get some extra bodies there.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm not even going to make David roll that one.
Hey, I want to roll that one. I want to roll that one.
Call that guy an Uber.
Empower your shields, and let's go.
Call him an Uber. He needs a ride
Call
home.
him an Uber. He's had too much to drink. I'm gonna charge with my general just to see if I can kill him with impact hits. Big charge. No, I failed. Okay. I'm gonna do bludgeon.
Why don't you stomp him?
Okay, I'm gonna stomp you. I forget that I have monster stuff. I failed stomp! Oh my gosh. I'm gonna bludgeon. You've got a 5-up ward.
5-up ward, here we go.
Okay, make 2 saves. Oh, re-rolling ones. Yep, make 2 of your ward saves because I just rolled a 6, which is 2 mortal wounds.
You're
Okay,
dead.
he dead.
He's dead. 6 is back. Nothing.
6 is back. Okay, so I score 3 points.
Nice.
There's no other combat. So let's just talk about points while we're on camera because we got the camera right here.
Let's do it.
So I completed my battle tactic, Broken Ranks, with a monster, so I score 3.
Mm-hmm.
I've held this objective for the entire game. Now he has more models on it, but I still have 1 battle line model on it, and that means that battle line always take precedent over any other units in this battle plan. So this one goes up to 8 points, and then I burn it for 8. So I'm going to get a total of 11 points.
Nice.
So we'll snap on to the hero cam and talk about how many points I have total, and then we'll do Michael's turn. We made it all the way to the bottom of battle round 5.
All right, Wargamers, here we are. Bottom of battle round 5. It's Stormcast Eternals, and it's clutch. We got to do a couple things.
It was looking like I had lost. Then we talked a little bit, and I realized if I was able to get Broken Ranks with a monster, I'd get 3 points, burn my objective for 11, takes me to 22. Michael's currently at 13. So if he only gets 8 points on his last objective that's still here, then he'll tie me. We're both going to get our grand strategy because there's no way that we can eliminate the other player's battle line. So what he has to do here is he has to kill these 10 Mortet Guard, but I've set up a pretty staunch screen. Bastion is blocked, unless he rolls a massive charge, and then the Praetors are left with the responsibility to kill that 10-man unit. So
I got some tricks up my sleeve.
He's got a few tricks.
So we're gonna do some tricksy stuff. So let's start with some jazz hands.
Okay, jazz hands into, you're gonna try to call down the lightning.
On this guy.
And you only get 4 dice, but
That's
if you
right.
roll 2 6s and I fail, then you clear my screen out.
Yep.
Okay, that's only 1 6. And I shrugged it.
Okay.
Good time, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Wouldn't matter. We're going to translocate with the Imperatant, not the
Okay.
Imperatant, with the Lord Relictor.
Okay,
And he's going to translocate the Redeemer Squad.
okay.
Boop. Oh. Oh no.
Yes! This happened when I played him against Night Hunt. I rolled a 1 on the 5th battle round. It would have won me the game, and all I had to do was just roll a 2+, and I failed it. So
Okay.
that's cool.
We're going to do some movement. We're going to go for some long charges. And we're going to see if we can break a battle line.
We'll be right back. So after the movement phase, Michael has basically just put these Praetors and Bastion as close as he can possibly get to the battle line that I'm trying to keep alive. He has to destroy this battle line to complete his battle tactic. So let's roll some charges. Where are you going to start?
Bastion. Here we go. 7.
Okay, Bastion's in.
Okay, Praetors. Oh, okay, we're gonna re-roll.
Okay.
Praetors, burn one of those.
Yep, one of your mini 1,000 command points.
Praetors.
Okay.
5 is not good enough, guys. So. Boop. Bloop.
Not my caster.
Okay.
Can Bastion get it done with that big old Uskavar, the damage 4 weapon?
All right. All out attack using Bastion's
His own command point. He always has a command point. Beautiful. We're on 2s and 2s.
Twos
Roll
and
lots
twos.
of 1s, please. There's one of them. Cool. Keep going.
All right, that's 3.
3 negative 2.
Minus 2.
I'm shield wall, and I ignore your first rend, so I'm on 5s re-rolling.
It's not gonna work here, buddy.
I take 8 damage.
Yep.
2, 4, 6, 8. And I shrug 5 of them, so I take 3 damage.
So take these 3 right here.
Yes, sir.
All right, and at that point we can stop.
Yes, we can stop.
Because this can't happen. Because if he maybe had left 1 or 2, maybe I can get 1 more guy in there. But that's not going to be battle tactic complete. So battle tactic failed. So at the end of the turn,
battle tactic failed.
these guys are going to burn this objective for 8 points, and that's going to give us a total score of what, David?
21-21.
It's going to be a tie game, y'all.
Aha, the Bone Reapers held off the scourge of the Stormcast. All right, we're going to click onto the hero cam in a few minutes, and we'll do a little post-game wrap-up. See you guys in a few.
Oh my gosh, Wargamers, we did it. We're at the end. 5 full battle rounds. Everybody wins. Tie game.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
That was a mentally draining game. I was on the back foot from the start just because Michael has so much deep striking and teleporting in his army. But the Bone Reapers bubbled up. They did damage when damage was due. I was able to get a couple extra victory points by using my Gothazar Harvester today, and it ended up being a tie, so that's the only reason why. If you're gonna get nitty gritty, we could go down to battle tactics complete, and I completed 5 to Michael's 4, so it could be a minor victory, but the way we look at it is if you tie on points and you make it all the way through, that's pretty much just a tie. So that was one hell of a game. Who are you gonna give your MVP to today, man?
Ooh. I'm gonna give it to Bastion. I'm not sure that he actually deserves it.
You just like that model so much.
I love him so much.
You can have MVP. Yeah.
It's Meteoric Grand Hammers.
Yeah.
It's got to be, because even when they're not on the table, they dictated the pace of the game.
They did. They made me make all of these decisions. The first two rounds, I could literally do nothing.
Yeah.
Luckily, we were playing a battle plan where I could keep you from deep striking behind me. A lot of battle plans you can't do that, right? But since I was holding objectives in my own territory, I was able to. I got a fantastic charge roll with the Morghast, was able to jump the screen, take one of your objectives. That and the fact that I was able to get those extra points with the Gothazar clinched it. So I'm definitely going to give my MVP to the Gothazar Harvester. He got me the extra points.
Yep.
He's slow until he's stuck in, and then he just jumps around and smashes things with his bludgeon. I mean, he's an amazing monster for 215 points.
Who's your LVP?
My LVP, I'm going to give that to... Geez, it's hard to pick. I guess I'm going to give it to my general who does literally nothing.
He did literally nothing.
He did literally nothing.
He rode his horse around and said, I will use relentless command points for free.
Never used it.
Never used it, never fought.
Never charged.
Shot,
yeah.
Never charged.
And even when he gets in, he sucks. Like, that's the thing. One of the new abilities with Bone Reapers is you can fight with a hero, and then you can use a Relentless Discipline point and immediately fight with another unit. But the problem is you can only use one Relentless Discipline ability per phase, and that is by far the worst. Like, why would I not just use Bludgeon and add one Rend to the weapons? Or why would I not just use his ability to add one to the attacks of a unit, right? So some of them don't make sense. I do like the new battle tactics though. I was able to take advantage of one of those. I like Rechnit Constructs. It's kind of like having Rally. You can bring back D3 models or
really
heal something for D3 if it's out of combat, so that's really good. I think they did some good things for the Bone Reapers. They're definitely a finesse army now though. They used to be point and click, especially with Petrifex. It's not that way anymore because of the new power creep, the new Stormcast Eternal rules, and they don't do quite very well against shooting, so they definitely have their weaknesses. How about you? Who's your LVP today?
It's going to go to the Praetors. I don't think that they're necessarily bad. It's just that they just kind of chase Bastion around.
They're like,
and like, they're always struggling to keep up with him because he has a 6-inch move for some reason,
yeah,
and they have a 5. So they're always kind of like, hold on, we got little legs.
Yeah.
And they're just, they're just chasing him around. They're not really I don't think they ever swung in combat.
Yeah, and I'm never gonna even fight Bastion anyway. I spent the whole game staying away from him and debuffing him because I just didn't want to fight him at all. So
I kind of like them in the sense that, like, Bastion's already really tough. He's already healing himself. He's already doing all of this stuff. And then you put these Praetors down, and people are like, "Well, I'm not even gonna try." So it's like it's like this absolute guarantee. Like, you're not gonna kill this guy. He's gonna do his thing. They just. I guess I get my battle attack when I miss battle tactic.
They did get you your battle tactic, yeah.
When I eyeballed 13 inches.
Yeah, you were like, I'm in. It's fine, I'm in. And then he wasn't, I measured it. But he luckily had another unit, so yeah, that was one heck of a game though. Yeah, you did great. Well, I think we're gonna do some dragon battle pretty soon.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the brothers.
Yep.
And do a dragon war, right?
Yeah, I've got Karazai, who fits into a Stormcast Eternals army, and Michael is putting Krondus in his cities army, which is really strong and fun. We've gotten a couple of test games in with it, so that's probably what we're going to be filming next, and it's going to be a killer match, so stay tuned for that one.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who are still here at the very end, we appreciate you guys so much. We appreciate if you hit that like button, leave us a kind comment. We try to respond to all of them. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.
See you next game.